What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Shazamm, the iPad producer, and I'm back with another video. And with this video, we're gonna be talking about the iMPC Pro 2. I'm a Kai fanboy, so you know this video is coming. I did a video a few days earlier where I tried to utilize this app on my iMPC Pro with my iPad Pro 12-inch, and it wasn't optimized at all for the big screen. So I went ahead and grabbed the little iPad Air 2 and seen what kind of functionality I had with the regular screen iPad. So let's go ahead and dive into the review. This is going to kind of be long. I'm going to try and keep it short as possible so I can keep your YouTube attention span. And I know it's like about 2.5 minutes. But anyway, I like this app. Using it on a regular iPad, I'm going to have to say I like it. One of my favorite features that they added was the drag and drop of folders. You can drag a folder onto the first pad and then it'll populate however many samples that you have onto the pads. If you have more than 64 pads, it's been in my testing that it will crash the app. So I'll show you what I mean later. So let's get into the what's new and what's different. I'm a owner of the iMPC, the original app. I have the Pro and the Pro 2. It's been I like the progression. I like the fact that they don't just update the app; they come out with something new. I know you guys get mad because you got to pay for it, but I mean I like it. It's better. It's different, and you can still use both of them. So I like that. For some people that might not like the update, well, you can just don't buy the app. So I like what they did with this. What they did is they tried to emulate, I guess the best they could, the desktop software, which is pretty dope because I actually like that. I downloaded the 7-day trial just for this. I want to test the exporting, so we're definitely going to talk about exporting the project and then using it on the desktop. So we're going to talk about the first is the six tabs that you have to jump around in the program. So if you look to the bottom, the little blue highlighted tab says perform. This is your performance page where you can basically do all your performance, live performance, or when you want to record, you can record all your double taps, your note repeats, all that good stuff. You can do your time correction, which is pretty cool. You could erase. How for some reason, I mean, this is a Kai thing, but I don't like holding the erase button while the track is playing because to me that just takes too damn long. I don't want to take as long as I made my mistake for me to erase it. So I do undo a lot. So that's just me. You can put your thing at your pads in 16 levels, which is pretty dope. You can do pad mute, so when you hit the pad, it actually puts a little X mark, a red X check through the pad, which is pretty dope to let you know what's muted. You could also do track mutes. We only have one track, so it's only showing one track, but we'll add some more. So then you can go to the tweak page. Okay, this page is it's kind of like twofold. If you look over here to the right at the bottom, you have your parameters page and your sound tab. So we're gonna hit the sound tab. Now, the sound tab is pretty much how you get your sounds onto the pads. So you have your search, where you can search basically everything you have in your little system, the iMPC system. You can search by your sound packs, the sound packs that you download from, or you import from Audio Paste, or the ones that you import of your own from Audio Paste. I really haven't experimented with any other ways because that just seems the most simplistic. When I tried the iTunes file share directly into the app, it kind of didn't work out butter like I wanted it to. So if it's not butter, you know me, I'll move on to another way. Then you got your projects tab, you got your programs tab, and you got your all sounds. I normally go to all sounds because when I that's where I can get you can get your samples, you can get the banks, and then you can get what I posted or pasted from audio paste. Now I'm gonna paste in something that I purchased from audio paste. Actually, it's not something I purchased. It's what comes with the iMPC Pro 2. What they do is to get a small footprint, they allow you to download the most minimalistic footprint of the app, and then you can download all the extra sauce from the audio paste. So what you do is you click on the little audio paste tab. It links to your audio paste or audio copy or whatever. And then you click on, let's see, I haven't done the classic cut, so we'll tap that. Now you can pick by bank, would it take you forever? Like let's say you already loaded something, you deleted one on accident, you can pick the one you deleted. But I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the paste all, and it's gonna paste all of them joints all at once, which is pretty butter. Now I'm gonna say that I did this for my files, and I had almost 2,000 files in various folders. And when I tried to upload this or my files on the iPad Pro 12-inch, it crashed the app. When I did it on here, it loaded with no problems. So that's one thing to think about. So let's see. I'm gonna click on iTunes file share, which is basically my stuff, kits, and then I'm gonna go to Shazamm's kits. And as you can see, I got tons of kits. So let me get a drum kit that I want to mess with. So basically, what's dope is you can tap, hold, and once you see that that drop to delete, then you slide it to the first pad. And if you slide it to another pad, you're gonna mess up everything. You're not gonna get them all on. It's not gonna lay right. So if you drop it on the first pad, you get all your pads on lined up, all 16. And one thing that's dope, because like I told you about the crashing, it says right here in the right hand side of the folders how many files are actually in the folder. So I actually have a folder that says 767 sounds. Now, for some reason, I have no idea why I double pasted that, but if I tried to drag that folder onto the pad number one, because it's more than 65 or 64 samples, it will crash the app. But when I audio pasted my entire, all of this, all my goodness, man, it pasted with no problem. It took a while, but posted in with no problem. So let's say we got that on the B, on the A part. We're gonna see what we're gonna slide on the B part. I kind of don't remember what none of these are, so I'm just gonna drag anything and then see what. Okay, I don't like that. Now let's see what happens when I want to drag something on top of that. So I tap, hold, drag it on pad one. Now, I believe the last time I did this, it actually asked me if I wanted to replace it. So that's kind of strange that it did that. But hey, who am I to argue? Okay, so now let's see. Let's see what else we can do. Let's go to the timeline. Okay, now obviously we don't have a track in here, but that's your timeline. What's dope is if you see over here to the left of the gray side, you can actually select or tap in a audition what your sounds are, so you can see when there's a track made, what your stuff looks like. There's your mixer page. Now, I thought the mixer page was going to be laid out a little more different. I thought you were going to get a channel per sample. It's not how it works. That's not how it works in the iMPC software. So, I guess because they tried to emulate that, that's what you get. So, you get a master track. I believe that's the dark gray. And then each program will have its own track, which is okay, but I need a little bit more. I have a little bit more engineering in me, so I want more buttons and knobs and faders and shit. Excuse me, kids. Okay, so wait, back to the mixer. So you can tap the little or hit the little effects tab, and it'll bring you to the effects page, which is laid out kind of nice. I like it. Now I must say the use of the buttons on this iPad is pretty dope. I have to say I like it. So it sucks that I had to go get a whole nother iPad just so I can use this damn app. But I wanted to make this video for you guys, so there's things we do when we want to teach. I had to cut the video, and I wanted to actually play with this a little bit. So I made a track. I think it's about 13 or so tracks. And I have to say, what I did was every time I made a track, I made a new program. So if you look here in track view, every single instrument or pad is tracked out. And that was because I wanted to easily be able to manipulate each sound. And this is easily the best way for me to be able to control the volume of each sound. So that's basically how I did it. The track is, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm going to show you a little bit of things, the warp feature, some of the things that iMPC Pro can offer. So let's take a little bit of listen at the track, and we'll go from there. Here we go. so that's a little bit of a little track I made. Okay, so let's go to song view, and this is how you warp it. All you got to do is basically change the track. I mean, they call it warping, but all this was done live. None of this is an audio track, but if I were actually, I take that back. Poison, right here, track 12, that was audio unit. Track 13 was an audio unit. So the other ones were MIDI. I believe all the rest were MIDI. So let's see how that looks when you and then also in the mixer, if you notice, there's a little spot next to the pan. Now with the pan, what you're going to do is I'm going to add an inner app audio effect. So what we do is we go to effect, we go to this little where it says inner app audio effects, the returns, you hit that little button, the white, and then I'm going to go with, let's try the echo pad. And the return right here is how much, if this is global, by the way. So when you go back to the mixer, now you see by the pan, you see the inner app. So what I got to go and do now is I got to go and turn, well actually, because I had did this before, it didn't load the inner app audio when I reloaded the track. So I had to reload it. So if you listen to it now, it's a little different. Okay, so you could do that, and then let's for the word. You can tap and you see these little plus and minuses. That's how you can do the small micro changes, and then you can do the big changes on the left. I'm gonna have to say I like this. I like the track view. I haven't figured out how to name the tracks. You can name, I mean, because when you name the track, it's like naming the program. So if I hit these track buttons, see how it says empty, 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 and you go back up. So if I go to my new track and I know that's a clap, but if I want to name that, I have to tap that, go to my programs, save programs, call it claps, or just clap, and then hit done. And then now it's clap, but the track is still track one. It's just changing the program. So I really don't know. I don't like that. I haven't even figured out how to name my sequences. But I must say, I do like this. I do like the editing. So like, you can zoom in right here, and if I wanted to move this, we basically tap on it. If I want to do something else, I would tap on it again, and it brings up these little tabs. Then you can, let's see, when you hit the tabs, you can select all, tap it again, you can delete, you can tune it, the velocity. So let's see, what happens when I touch tune? Okay, that's dope. Okay, so when I tap it again, hit velocity. Okay, so you get the little arrow buttons to change that, so that's pretty dope. I like that. In the tweak view, let me see, anything that I learned while making a beat. Okay, performance. What I do like is in the performance area, the little three. Let's see what's going on with that. Watch. Let's see. You get the audio. You can low pass. Now all I'm basically doing is touching this little grid up here with the lines. So I'm just touching it as I'm playing. So you can't really see my finger touches, but that's what I'm doing. So let's try it. High pass. press the 3D program button in the middle, if you notice where the note variation is, when you hit the 3D button, you get more options. So you get the filter. Now, what you can do with this is if you hold the iPad and then move your iPad like a, I believe this has something to do with the gyroscope. You can tune it. I haven't figured out how that works yet, so, but it's there. I didn't really play with it too much when making the track. So you have your 3D modes and then your full levels. That's so all your pads are at full level. Um, let's see. Well, so that's basically what I learned. So I don't want to make this video any longer than what it already is. But I must say I like it. Oh, one thing I didn't try is the, you see right here where it says no effects. It's swipe to add effects. So let's see if we can add an effect. What it does. Tap the thread. Okay, so those are dry modes, and I'm gonna swipe again. Now, mind you, I'm just tapping one pad, so it does not apply to each pad. That's what it does. You gotta be credited. Okay, sorry, let's swipe again. Oh, that's it. So you swipe there. Okay. No effects. Then you have the, I believe this button I'm toggling right here, right above it to the left. I believe that's the duck. And the button above it is to tap it from being a hold or a one shot. And then if you touch this filter up here, you can apply a filter. And the resonance. Did I just realized I said Renaissance. Hell no. Forgive my retardedness. Then you got your amplitude, so you can touch it. Not bad. You can apply it to a choke group or a mute group. Okay, so well, that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. We're gonna go back out playing the track. All right, this is Shazamm, the iPad producer. Thanks for coming. Subscribe, share, like, or dislike. Comment below. It's iOS, baby. Have some fun. Fingering your beats. And I'm out.